share. We want everyone to be able to become part of the community and share the existing skills that we have. So this is our mini community that we made here, with like a range of different people coming together and meeting up.
We want to encourage people to skill share. We want to the service. We were hoping to maybe encourage people to find what they're good at. Like everyone in this room will know what they're not good at, but not everyone will be able to just say straight out, "I'm good at this." And we want to help people find that. And once they know their skills, they can become part of a community, either with people with the similar skills, i.e. like a knitting group, knitting natter groups and stuff like that, or others in the community can use them to help them. So a valuable practical skill like plumbing or anything just practical that can be helpful for people who aren't able in a community, so they can be brought in, help other people, and that brings them together. So the skill share is a positive thing.
We were thinking of having both a virtual skill sharing device and also a physical one as well. So the virtual that's the one, would look a bit like this. You'd have your screen, and then you'd type in the skills that you have and how you could share these. So you'd write in all your skills, and then it would come up with social clubs and things which use your skills for example, if you put in knitting, it would say there's classes at DCA for knitting, and then also you can share these skills with other
Things happen for me.
I have no idea. So that's pretty much it, yeah, at the moment.
Going out with the bags.
Yeah, pretty much.
And when you were out and about, did you get people to realise their own skills rather than, as you said, focus on what they couldn't do?
Well,
did you try and draw
the
that
main
out?
thing we did was we went out with everyone in our group had a different idea of what community was, and it was a bit too confusing. Everyone knew what they thought was community, but other people just didn't think, they all didn't link up. So we went out and initially just asked everyone that was willing to help what they thought community was, what communities they were involved in, and a lot of them hadn't thought of things as communities, so groups that they're involved in, some young guys went to football and they didn't think that was a community, but we reckon it is, pretty much. And the community of friends that they meet in school and college and stuff like that, they didn't think that as community. Mainly everyone thought it was the geographical neighbourhood kind of thing, and I think people need to think further than that. There's a community within a skill, or things like that. So
changing the perception of what a community actually is.
And what we found is when we spoke to slightly older people, they could chat about community for ages. But when we asked younger people, they just kind of seemed like they didn't know what it was. They didn't really understand what it was. They didn't realise that it wasn't just the location. It's the bigger picture, like you said. And we got some really young people to draw some new drawings, and they all came up with Facebook and phones and dance school friends. So some of the really young people actually probably had a better idea. But yeah,
that's pretty much what we did.
So we're kind of sitting in an example of a community skill sharing at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
And when you're working as a community skill sharing, do you know what each other's skills are?
yeah, we have discussed it.
Yeah.
And then how did you feel about saying I'm good at this, I'm good at that?
We struggled with it
Yeah.
ourselves, to be honest.
So
But there's
yeah.
yeah, and there's an existing workshop along the roads at the Tayside Recycling Centre, and they're literally a skill share workshop, and they go along, and the guy that runs it, he helps people build bikes with broken things around, and broken bikes that people don't want to use, and if you build it, you get to take it away for free. And no one knows about this workshop, and it's a really great opportunity for people to use, but no one knows about it.
And part of it was about how you ask the question, and it's often about, have you ever shown anybody how to do something? So have you ever shown them how to hem a pair of trousers, to knit a jumper, or to fix a leaking pipe, or something like that? And once you got into that, you then said, well, you would be able to share that with other people. So, and that's about helping people recognise what their strengths are and what skills they have.
And the value in them.
Yes, yeah.
Excellent. Thanks very much, guys.